Coming up on Mount News this morning, a group of students attempt to stop Kentucky lawmakers from passing a bill that could affect their education. And a group of out-of-state college students continue to spend their spring break giving back to people in need.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning to you. It's 6:32 on this Wednesday morning, and as we like to call it now, St. Patrick's Day Eve. I'm Dakota Makris. Good morning to you. Let's take it over to Brandon. Brandon, this morning I got a text from someone at our sister station saying that they couldn't really see my green. So I guess maybe that's a good thing. So maybe I could just rewear the same shirt.
We have literally been talking about this all morning, so our viewers know that you have your green on today.
They don't. No, this is not green. Yep, it's gray.
These all go on YouTube at some point. So there you go. we archive this for archival purposes. But yeah. It's a St. Patrick's Day Eve, but the actual day is tomorrow. Yeah. So you just got a head start on us. All right, let's get into the forecast this morning, where we're seeing some counties starting to get a little bit of rain down to the south there this morning. Not quite into our area just yet. We're going down to the south. I-75 at Corbin still dry this morning, but the clouds increasing from the south, so that's keeping our temperatures a little bit more stable as you head out the door. 33 Clintwood is our cold spot, 50 in Jackson, the warm spot. Everybody kind of falling in between. Most folks in the low to mid 40s there across the region. 47 in Pikeville, 42 London, 48 Moorhead as we head to the first part of your day. 60 this afternoon with some showers picking up throughout the day. Some folks in those northern counties might see a few peaks of sunshine this morning closer to the I-64 Mountain Parkway corridors, and maybe some clearing early tonight as we see those rain chances start to move out. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, today marks 1 week since Shepherdsville PD lost a comrade and friend. Last Wednesday, K-9 Officer Dash was shot and killed, but an emotional donation now honors his memory. On Tuesday, Bardstown business SBM Logistics, a freight shipping and trucking company, made a donation to the Shepherdsville Police Department. Now, the company was also heartbroken about what happened to Dash, so it made a donation of $15,000 to the department, money that will help Shepherdsville Police invest back into the K-9 department.
I think the only thing I can say is the outpouring from the community across the state and even across the country has been unbelievable, to say the least. So from the bottom of my heart and my family's heart, thank you everybody so much for everything.
Thank you. We're so sorry for your loss.
The department has been getting so much support and donations that every penny collected will go to purchasing and training 2 new K-9 officers. A Southern Kentucky man is accused of breaking into a home and fighting deputies in Laurel County. Deputies arrested 49-year-old Jamie Laufenberg Sunday. They say they were called to a home on Laurel Lake Drive. Well, they say homeowners chased the suspect into a wood line. When deputies found him, he tried to get away. While at the jail, deputies say he then tried to fight with them. He's facing several charges, including burglary. A Richmond man is facing charges after he was arrested claiming to be President Joe Biden. Joshua Riddle is facing charges of public intoxication, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. Employees at Dough Daddy's Donuts say Riddle was swearing at customers and causing a disturbance. Madison County deputies say they tried to arrest Riddle, at one point even pulling out a taser. While trying to arrest him, deputies say Riddle claimed to be President Biden and the president of Hell's Angels. Well, an arrest was made at the Corbin Police Department. Officers say Robert Travish of Williamsburg came into the department's lobby and began screaming at the reception window before shoving a sweatshirt through the mail drawer. Police quickly detained him in front of City Hall as he was about to leave. Officers determined that he was under the influence of alcohol and was charged with terroristic threatening and public intoxication. Well, 3 students were hurt in a school bus crash over in Menifee County. The superintendent says on Monday the bus met another vehicle on a curve on Highway 1693 and dropped off the blacktop. The bus then turned on its side. 48 students and the driver were on the bus. 3 students went to the hospital with minor injuries. Students from the group Mighty Shades of Ebony are trying to stop Republicans from passing Senate Bill 138. Supporters have said the measure would offer a strong guideline for teaching, while those opposing have deemed it unnecessary. The group says the bill would silence students wanting to share their voice, as well as force teachers to improperly cover race and LGBTQ plus topics.
And I think it's not okay for adults to look at children and think, oh, we're not as valuable. Our message is not as valuable than everyone else in the state.
The bill is currently being discussed in the GOP-dominated House. College students from the University of Scranton in Pennsylvania are using their spring break to give back to those in need right here in the Commonwealth. Well, these students are partnering with the Christian Appalachian Project. CAP helps families in Eastern Kentucky who may have home damage or need rental help. Students are in Rockcastle, Laurel, and Johnson counties this week.
I mean, my freshman year, I was planning on volunteering in the Dominican Republic, but then COVID, like everything happened with that, so our trip got canceled. And I've always wanted to go on a service trip and just give back. And I just love volunteering and serving the community.
Though this group is leaving at the end of this week, another group of students will stay until the end of next week. Well, the Glady Visitor Center at the Red River Gorge will reopen with a new operator this month after being closed for 2 years due to the coronavirus pandemic. U.S. Forest Service officials said that Find Outdoors will manage the center when it reopens on March 30th. The nonprofit organization is based in Pisgah Forest, North Carolina, and operates more than 20 familiar facilities in 4 states. Along with trail maps, local history exhibits, and safety notifications, the center will offer more educational programming and a new gift shop. A weekend of special events is planned for April 2nd and 3rd. PG&J's Dog Park Bar in Louisville opened during the height of the pandemic, but plans for the bar are far predated COVID-19. Owner Gina Noble says 2021 was a real struggle, but could say at least she got a kick out of it, as she and kickboxing trainer Donna French partnered together to help bring in customers while bringing in dogs into the picture.
It is definitely a relief to find a partner and to find a place where you're starting to thrive and starting to feel like you're building something back. And, you know, hopefully it's just the start of something even bigger.
Well, those kickboxing classes happen every Saturday at PG&J's. Well, back here in our region, the Kentucky women's basketball team won their first SEC champion in 40 years this past weekend. In 1982, Harlan County native Lynette Lewis-Shadowan played on the last championship team. She says she knew she wanted to play basketball for Kentucky at a young age, going to every camp they put on just to get her name out there. And eventually, well, it paid off.
Spring, early summer, I had not committed anywhere. Nothing had been offered here at Kentucky. And out of the blue, I got a call from Debbie Yao. And she said, Lynette, I want you to play for me. She said, I don't have any scholarships left this year, but I can scholarship you next year if you will walk on the team.
Lynette is still very involved in Kentucky women's basketball and believes they can win it all this year. Well, we want to remind you about Hoops Hysteria on WYMT.com and your chance to play our NCAA men's tournament bracket game. You can also compete against some of the staff here at WYMT and also win a 55-inch smart TV, a PlayStation 5 and 2 recliners. A $1 million prize will be awarded nationally if someone correctly pits all 63 games. You have until 15 minutes before the first game tomorrow to sign up. And well, my bracket, it's something. Well, get her done. Larry the Cable Guy is coming to the Barnyard. His Remain Seated tour is set to stop in Sharpsburg on May 20th for one show only. You may know him from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour or his Netflix special with Jeff Foxworthy. The show is scheduled for 7 p.m. with John Reap as the opening act. The Barnyard is located off Kentucky 36 in Bath County.
641 here on Mountain News this morning. We're continuing to track those clouds moving into our region, but the rain is not too far off, so we're going to be seeing more of that as we head to the daytime hours. Low pressure down to the south there, basically along the Alabama and Mississippi border. That's going to continue to spin that moisture up at us, but it's going to stay well to our south. So places like Atlanta and Birmingham, places like that are going to get more rain than we are, but it's going to throw enough moisture up our way to give us some trouble there at times during the afternoon. Temperatures have not moved much at all. 39 in Harlan, 33 Clintwood, 35 in Irvin, 36 Ashland, now down to 39 in Prestonsburg, but 47 in Pikeville, 48 in Moorhead, and 50 in Jackson. Your breakfast forecast today, not too bad to start the morning. Dry for everyone, but as we go deeper into the day, the temperatures will go up, the clouds will continue to increase, and so will the rain chances. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you so much. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, most Americans seem to be ready to move on from the COVID-19 pandemic and finally get rid of their masks. We'll have more on that in just a few